My name is Asia Ann, and I'm here today to discuss the question, how can we measure success? First, we must ask ourselves, what is success? We live in a world today where everyone is chasing for the chance to be dubbed successful or to gain their personal success. But what exactly is it? How can we determine who is successful and who isn't? Can success be measured? In our world today, filled with various metrics and standards, it isn't hard to fall into the pit of equating success or the idea of it with wealth, power, and fame. Success is often equated with numbers, the amount of money, awards, or recognition we receive. However, we have to collectively realize that true success encompasses much more than just societal recognition or material possessions. The definition of success fluctuates between individuals. The dictionary definition of success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. When success is defined this way, doesn't it look so attainable? If the means to be successful is to accomplish an aim or a goal, it could be anything between something as small as learning to tie your shoes and as big as becoming a world leader. As a personal example, last year I set a goal for myself to achieve my musical theatre diploma at the end of my GCSEs. I accomplished it, and I deemed myself successful due to the amount of effort and time I put in. But we have cohesively agreed that success is measured based on the approval or the recognition we gain from others around us. Why is that? Why does what we do separately depend on a general opinion of others? You cannot put your future into the hands of other people who do not necessarily seek to see or understand your vision. By doing this, we limit ourselves to what we think we can achieve instead of what we are willing to achieve. These limits we have given ourselves are based on the expectation of judgment from others. Success cannot be measured like this. Success must be measured by the extent in which we fulfill our own potential and live in alignments with our passions and our values. It is about pursuing our goals that resonate with us regardless of external expectations. Moreover, success is intrinsically linked to resilience and the ability to navigate setbacks and failures we will face with grace and perseverance. It is about enjoying and embracing the journey rather than solely being focused on the destination. We have to collectively start recognizing that adversity is a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Success to me is a result of the direct amount of effort you have put into achieving a goal. But how is this measurable? How can we determine if we have achieved the title of successful or not? Most would consider that money or status is a clear representative for how successful someone may be. This, in my opinion, is an inaccurate depiction of what can or cannot be successful. Take a painter, for example. Someone who has input hours upon hours of their own time and resources to create a piece of their own imagination and expression. Let's say said piece is put up in a gallery or auction. If someone buys what they have made, does that make the painter successful? What if no one buys what the painter has spent time on to create and display? Are they deemed unsuccessful? Take Banksy, for example. A pseudonymous artist based in England who creates murals on political topics and issues. His works have also shown up in other cities across the world, such as New York. He's cultivated the world with his art without ever receiving a dime. Even without economic and capital gain, we still deem him as a successful artist. Success is not a result of how much money we receive or how rich we are. Success is a journey. It's a process we take ourselves through, and when that is over, we relinquish in the gratitude we hand ourselves and the known that the journey is over and was worthwhile. One noticeable difference in the path that people take to discover and gain their own success is the presence of failure. The possibility of failure is inevitable. It is something we will each face and come across in our lifetimes that cannot be subsided. But when failure presents itself as an obstacle in the way of your goal, do you accept it and walk away? Or do you push through it and keep going? As I mentioned, success does not come without failure. These two are interlinked. Success delves into your present mindset. It is in connection to how you perceive situations and how you overcome a given situation, whether that be mentally or physically. If all of us were to be faced with challenges that resulted in failure and we collectively walked away, where would we be? How can we say we would know everything we now know and have discovered would be possible if we had just walked away when confronted with challenges in our journey to success? Failure is a catalyst for our growth, pushing us out of our comfort zones challenging us to overcome adversity, and it helps us in the process of paving our way to our own achievement of success. Success is a subjective experience. As Booker T. Washington once said, success isn't measured by where you are in life, but by the obstacles you have overcome. I really like this quote because it really does lay out expectation versus reality when it comes to the collective perception of success. Do you think successful people accomplish that title overnight? If you do, I advise you to think again. Meryl Streep, Michael Phelps, Einstein, and Marie Curie, what do all these acclaimed successful people have in common? Status? Sure. Money? Some, but not all. They all have incredible work ethic, and they each dedicated themselves to their works to achieve and succeed within their fields. You don't need to make a ton of money or be high status to be successful. You just need to be able to have the discipline and drive to dedicate yourself in order to achieve a goal you have set, whether that be learning a new language, learning a new recipe, or finishing school. In this way, we measure success by the efforts we are willing to put in to achieve the outcome we want. If you aren't willing to sacrifice things to achieve your goals, then by what means will you achieve them? Sacrifice is linked to success because we have to be willing to give up our effort, time, and resources. It demonstrates commitment, dedication, and a willingness to endure short-term discomfort for the sake of reaching your goals and aims. Evaluating success through numbers is a limited approach, and most often does not give us the complete picture of our lives. Success should be measured by our impact on others and the takeaways we have from our experiences and memories. Success isn't just about how much you have achieved. It's including your life and how you have impacted others as well as how they have impacted you. Charles Lindbergh argues, success is not measured by what a man accomplishes, but by the opposition he has encountered and the courage with which he has maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. It is crucial to consider a wide range of factors and define success in a meaningful way that is relevant to your own circumstances and that fit your personally set goals. It is important to define success for yourself and not allow other external measures to dictate your own accomplishments or self-worth. As my closing statement, success is a multifaceted concept that defies simple definition. It is far more than trying to conform to narrow societal standards we have collectively set, but about charting our own paths and defining success within our own terms. As we continue on our own personal journeys, let us remember that success is not something we have to pursue, but it is something we foster and cultivate within. By nurturing and creating connections with people, embracing our passions, striving for continuous growth, and thriving, we then truly will be able to measure our success in the experiences we have and the impact we leave behind. Thank you.